Wow, 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 bow. Dun, 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 bow, bow, bow. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
That's a good point. Hmm. He just plays Protoss. Okay. Well, that was great. Anyway, let me go ahead and invite you to the party, and if you want, we can hop into the Discord, and I want to see what you're working on. So let me go ahead and I'm going to open up my Discord as well. Obviously, we got to go hop into my StarCraft lessons. There you are. Oh, why are you muted? Let me unmute you. You should be.
Oh,
Oh, hello. Welcome. That was a lucky game, huh?
uh,
Hmm?
what, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you. You sound good. You're
Oh,
clear.
okay, good. Okay,
Excellent.
cool. I have a few replays
Excellent.
that I would like to show you, but
Oh, do I need to
it
make you
doesn't.
host? I need to make you host.
Oh, oh yeah.
I'm promoting you to the host. So yeah, go ahead and let's take a look. And we're gonna go through this slowly. Remember, like we did last time, on a slower speed. And I don't know how, if
Yeah,
I can control the replay, but I might need to tell you to pause at certain points so I can explain stuff.
I can show you to this medium, yeah, against AI medium.
Okay,
I hope it's okay if I fought against an AI.
that's fine. No, no, you're dude. You're not even. I told you not to fight. I think I specifically told you to just fight the AI. I don't want you fight. I'm working on your build. All right. Oh, you're playing Terran. Interesting.
Yeah,
Uh, did you mean to play Terran or?
I step in your I step in my teacher's footsteps. It
Okay.
seems.
Okay, I can teach it much easier. Trust me, I can do much better job teaching it. Um, but just so you know, if you don't want to play Terran, I'm not going to make you. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to play Terran, that's great. I'd love to have more Terran players, of course. But yeah.
I went to normal speed now.
Oh yeah. Yep. Good. Actually, you can go on faster for this first part, just because the first part nothing really happened. No, no, just regular faster, because faster is the normal gameplay speed. All right. So let
Yeah.
me take a look. So you're doing supply depot first. Excellent. And you need to be building another SCV. First problem, okay? You should make. And here, let me even pause it real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh yikes! Okay, you just queued up a bunch of SCVs. Okay, it's totally normal. It's fine.
Yeah, I was a bit slow. I just realized that second, like, oh damn, I need that more CVs. I need that fully maxed
Okay,
because I don't want my money to get up more and more. I
okay.
want to use it.
Here, I'm gonna put a message into the actual in-game chat, so that way you can follow along. I have a build order for you actually. So you know what? While I'm watching this replay, I'm gonna watch it on the stream. I'm gonna tab out actually and watch via my stream, and I'm gonna write you a like a Word document almost, and I'm gonna send that to you, so that way you can essentially so that way you can do the build order. So I'm gonna give you a build order since you're gonna play Terran. I actually have something I can give you. So, and this isn't based on your actual supply count. It's just gonna be based on your. Oh wait, no, but then people can't watch the game. Oh no, never mind. I'll do it after. But there's a build order I can give you. Anyway, 2 gas is good. Yep. Engineering base. So what kind of a build are you doing? Because obviously you're doing a different build than you know, than me.
Oh, I went 3 barracks,
Okay.
2 factories. No, I think in this game I haven't really had my build order yet. I didn't know what to start with first, so I said, you know what, let's go with Marines first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with I think it was the reactor. I went with the reactors in the end.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
After that, I went with the factory to build some siege tanks for defense. I can show you another, like after this. I can show you another game. It was against the AI or hard.
Okay.
And then you can look at that because I don't know how I did that. I think I did terrible at that part. I won the game, but yeah, I don't think I did that well.
Right. So, were you playing Terran in that game also?
Yeah, I don't I
Okay.
don't know why. Um, I, I played 2 games with like 2 more games with Protoss,
Okay.
and I said, you know what? I watched I watched you play Terran in your stream most of the time, and just thought, "Well, I could try them out.
Yeah.
First game,
I actually played a
terrible. I
game
didn't know
for
what to
you as
build. I
well.
didn't know what to do.
I actually played
And
for I
yeah,
actually have a Protoss build as well. I thought you were gonna play Protoss, so I played some Protoss games to try and give you something to work with. But I've hundreds of thousands. You know,
sorry.
I've no, but it's fine. But like, if you want to play Terran, I have so many more examples of playing Terran I can show. It's so much easier for me to teach Terran. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Because I think Terran is the best, especially in like if there's a base race, for example, like because you can lift your buildings, so you can kill the enemy sometimes, and they can't kill you.
Yeah,
All right, so I noticed you're building a sensor tower. That's actually
that was
kind of
so
a good
stupid of
idea.
me, to be honest. I think it's so stupid because sensor towers, they're good. The range is probably the best out of. Yeah, it's just the best range for seeing units.
Hmm.
But in the end, I didn't have anything to defend against the air. Yeah, I know I had Marines. Marines are pretty good when they have level 3 armor and level 3 attack.
Yes.
But I should have used for maybe middle game a little bit more turrets to fight against the air units.
Yeah, so you
And
should do missile turrets in your mineral line, not the sensor tower. Okay?
yeah,
For
I
next
know
time.
more
Just
like around the base, not around the base. I mean
just in the mineral line.
around the, yeah.
You just need them around your command centers because it typically the enemy will always go after your workers because when they attack your buildings, because the buildings have so much health, it's usually not productive for them to attack them. So it's the work because the workers die so quick because they're the least health unit, right? So
Oh, I'm just realizing Oh yeah, sorry. I just
go
yeah,
ahead.
you can keep talking. I just
I'm
here. I think I started then to putting them in groups.
good. I see that. I see you're using control groups. I'm really proud, actually. You don't need to control group your SCVs though, just so you know.
Yeah,
It's
I
good
think I just
practice,
did that
but
because last time yeah, last game the minerals in that base ran out, so I had to well, I think I didn't even put that base into like a button command.
mm,
So I had to go over there, take all the SCVs and bring them to maybe okay, to another base who had less
hmm.
workers. But in the end, I just put them in the yeah. Look, I should have kept a distance to so the oh god, I can't, I'm so sorry. I'm speaking so slowly right now.
You're okay.
Me stupidly. Uh, in that part where I lost all my marines, I should have really started keeping my distance. But
Yeah. So typically, as Terran in the build order, I'm gonna. So if you're gonna play Terran, I'm actually gonna just try and teach you the build order I came up with, so that way I can help you refine it and make it really like solid. You know what I mean? Like this is good. I'm glad you're
yeah,
trying your own things, and I actually do want, even after we're done with this session, I actually do want you to try your own stuff also. But if you ever feel like you're getting stuck or like your own stuff isn't working, I'm gonna give you like a solid build order. Sorry, I don't have it prepared. I would have, if I'd known you were playing Terran, I would have had it already written out. But I'll write it up after the fact and send it to you in the Discord of a build order that I think should be good for you. You know, the one battle cruiser build, and you can see even when in that game I was playing just now, I actually was doing it just fine. The problem was the guy was cheesing me. He was doing a weird build, right? So he was doing something where he just attacked quickly, and my build is designed to handle off like early scouting and early like pressure, but not like fully all in committed stuff, right? Because most
yeah,
people don't do what that guy did in that last game we just saw, right? Most people want to build up their stuff and like most people want to build up their stuff and make everything crisp and clean. They want to refine it so that way they can get up to the higher leagues. Oh shoot, okay,
yeah.
looks like the Zerg player's scouting you. Okay, did you notice this at all when you were like, what did you?
Actually, I think I did, but in the end, I just left it there.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't instantly kill it, but I think if I target it now, it wouldn't be much use of me. I know he wouldn't see my base anymore, but well, what can I say? I don't even know why I didn't kill him. What am I saying?
It's
I
okay.
don't know what.
It's the AI. They already have map vision. Like they know everything you're doing. That's just more just for formality, I think, because the AI is not very good,
Yeah.
the StarCraft AI. But
Well, the hard one, the hard AI, I
they
would say
cheat.
is a
I think they
yeah.
cheat.
I realized that when they came to me like with 500 units, but I had 10.
Yeah, no, they're very, or at least they're not cheating, but they play faster. That's really what they're doing. They aren't actually cheating. They're just playing faster than a human, I think, at a certain point. So you have to be really, really good in order to beat them. Um, that's why so this is in a custom game, yes?
Cause no, it was an unranked AI.
You chose to play the AI version. Okay, gotcha. You don't need
Yeah,
11 SCVs in gas. uh, that was funny. Okay, so I see you're not really spending your money. That's a big thing I would say is a problem, is that you're not using your buildings. Like those factories, they aren't building anything, right? You look how high your
yeah.
gas is. You
The
should make
thing
tanks and
is it
anything
okay
really.
if I show you another match where I
Yeah,
actually had to? I don't want to call it sweat, but
you can if you were
it was
sweating,
like
if you were struggling. I want to see where where you're struggling essentially, so that way I can then pinpoint specific things to work on. That way you can improve
yeah.
slowly. This is a slow process. You're not gonna.
Just want to say this this now against the hard AI, the match which I won, thankfully.
Mhm.
It goes 33 minutes.
That's fine.
So I hope that's okay.
That's okay. I'm not gonna rush you. We're taking this very slowly. We are working really hard on making sure that you're getting something refined down for your build, so that way you can go when you're not with me, you can practice better. All I want right now is to just work on your fundamentals and make sure you're good at playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to press D on your keyboard and pull up the production tab, essentially, if you don't mind. Because I want you to see how often you're not building SCVs. That's the first thing you need to get done over any other stuff I'm talking about, which is everything I'm saying is important, but you need to always be making SCVs. That's the most important thing you're doing. And it's good. You're already doing better than last game of only making one SCV at a time, not queuing up, right? You wanna wait until you have, like, if you have a specific build where you know exactly how many SCVs you need, that's good. Okay, engineering bay first. That's interesting. I used
Yeah,
to
I
do
know
that.
it seems weird, but it will make sense in late and in the middle game.
Oh no, no, I've done it. Like I know what you're doing. Like I know what you're doing. You're gonna get the early upgrade. You need to get the gas quickly though if you're gonna do that. Like if you want to do
Yeah,
engineering bay, I would say for next time, I'd recommend that you go for a gas then engineering bay. Okay, for next time if you want to do fast engineering bay.
yeah,
Because you can't use the engineering bay right now, right? Like it's just going to sit there. Now you get gas, right? So it's kind of like you put 125 minerals that you can't use because you have to wait for your gas to come in, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, that was so stupid of me then. I just want to get out I think the engineering base so I can get out the factory.
You don't need the engineering bay to build the factory. You just need a barracks. Do you not know the build order of
No
Terran? Hold on.
way.
Hold on. Do you not know
What?
you don't know how Terran
Stupid.
Okay, yeah. No, you don't
No,
need an engineering bay to
I
build a factory. No. You only need an engineering bay to build missile turrets and the sensor tower.
oh, that wasn't right. I want to get out the missile turrets
Oh, okay. Well,
against air units.
if you're doing the missile turrets, that's one thing, but yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, because you don't need an engineering bay to make a factory. You just need a barracks. Okay. It looks like you're getting
So,
better. With the building SCVs slowly over time. You're about to mess up on your supply though, unless you build a supply depot right now. You're gonna get supply blocked. I don't know if you were paying attention to your supply while you played, but that is something
to
to.
be honest, I think that's the only thing I'm always forgetting.
Add-on
Thank,
complete.
thank God there's women that's telling me yeah, you need more supply depots. I I can remember in my games before.
Hmm.
I also forgot to build supply depots.
Yeah,
multiple times even. And in the end, I got remembered by the voice telling me you need more supply depots.
right.
I really need to work on that.
Those are the two things I want you to work on. Like, I'll give you a build order later. I think right now you just need to work on always making SCVs and always making supply depots. I want you to never be supply blocked. Even if you make too many supply depots, it's okay. It's better to not be supply blocked and have too many supply depots than to be unable to build things out of your barracks, for example. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, whenever you build a building like a barracks or a factory, I want you to remind yourself that as soon as you build it, you need to be able to you make stuff out of it all the time. It should never not be building. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like you see in the production tab how you have your Marines being made and your SCVs are being made, and it's good. And I'm glad of that. That you keep making SCVs, and you should make SCVs out of both. Yep, you're even doing what I'm doing, which is good. You're sending the command center to send SCVs to the other location. That's good. Um, and again, for those missile turrets, you don't need to put them in the front. You need to put them in your mineral line. Just have to say it again, so that way, if you do decide to do that, you need to know where you're
One multiple ones, right?
right. You put the missile turrets inside of your like this one, right? The one in your main base. That was good. But you don't need the ones on the edge. Like you really don't. It's kind of like a waste of money because each of those is like 100 minerals. So you're essentially spending each of those missile turrets, think about them as two more marines, right? That's what
Oh,
you're giving up because a marine is 50 minerals. So if you build a missile turret, you're getting rid of two marines that you could have made.
yeah.
Yeah.
I should have really sent those workers back to work
Yeah,
to get those minerals.
you really
Oh,
should be.
oh, I'm not doing it. Okay, I thought it was. Oh, sorry. I just forgot about this game at some point.
No, it's okay. It's okay to go slow. Like it's fine. I'm again. You're playing exactly how I played when I started. Like I'm not mad. You're doing a good job actually for what you have an
The thing is, I
expansion.
was.
You're spending your money. That's important. You're actually spending your money. That's third most important thing. All right. Most important thing is SCVs. Second most important is supply depots, and third most important is to keep spending your money always. Okay.
The thing is, I had a question
Sure.
about the marauders.
Okay.
The thing I'm seeing that the AI is building marauders with his marines.
Okay.
I never did that
Mhm.
in any of my games with Terran.
Okay.
I don't know if that was stupid or smart, but
Uh.
I just
Well,
thought if I had marines who had like level 1 or level 2,
don't click on your SCVs. Don't double click on your SCVs. Just try and single click, so that way your SCVs don't go to. You know what I mean? Like if you need a bunch of SCVs, don't do that. You need to into. Hey, seriously, don't box or anything. I want you to just individually click on a single SCV every time you send someone to gas. Okay?
oh, I'm actually doing that, or didn't I?
Well, then
I,
that's
I don't
just
remember.
then that's not
Yeah,
something I can really teach. You just need to click and send because you were grabbing all the SCVs and moving them, which isn't good because you're losing mineral
yeah,
mining
and
time.
I did this again with putting keybinds for my SCVs.
Yeah, don't do that. You know what? I'm just going to tell you right now. Do not ever put a keybind for your SCVs, okay? Because you could accidentally push it. It's really bad. Like, yeah, don't do it.
At this point, I think I follow what you told me. Just if I have low units, I should target one unit at a time of the enemy, so it does more damage.
Yes, that is a way. Okay, so I said that as a general thing. Like, okay, I think I wasn't very clear if that's what you got out of it.
Oh,
Let me
okay. I think.
let me re-explain. It's close. If there's a unit that okay, so say you see a Terran player and they have a bunch of Marines and one siege tank, right? You want to
Yeah,
focus on the tank so that way it dies first because that tank is a bigger threat than anything else. All right? But then once the
because
tank
of the
is gone,
splash damage,
because of
or
splash
because of the
damage,
range.
both, because of both. But then Once you kill the big threat unit, then you don't want to focus. That way your Marines spread their damage to kill multiple guys at once. Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I misexplained that. That's my fault. You use the focus targeting fire when there's a specific unit that's a bigger threat than everything else that you're fighting. Okay?
Oh.
That's what that's
Yeah,
what I
okay.
meant. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm just I that's my fault. I misexplained it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Like it's not bad. Like if there's like a bunch of void rays, for example, right? And they're all clumped up. If you want to individually target them to make sure they die quick, like multiple die quicker, then that's fine. Because for some unit, and again, it's hard to explain because every unit is different. But there's some units that you do want to focus fire individually, like a carrier, for example, right? If there's a carrier coming at you, you want to just target the actual carrier. You don't want to target the interceptors, right? So you kind of it depends on the unit essentially of whether or not you focus fire. But if it's like Marines, Marauders, Stalkers, Zealots, Zerglings, Roaches, Hydras, you don't need to focus fire them. You just want to generally shoot at them. That way they all take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no, I mean that. Yeah, in a way of saying, yeah, I understand.
Okay. It's okay. Sorry, I like to be super clear so that way you don't get I don't want you to be confused when you're on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, good. So yeah, you need to be okay. So you notice right now, like you're not building any units. I know you're supply blocked, but that's another thing. That's why I said you should always be building supply depots. We always want to be building SCVs. And if you actually go, if you take your mouse, this is a cool thing. If you take your mouse and you actually go and hover your mouse over the supply count, it'll tell you how many units you have and how many workers you have. Do you see that?
Mm,
If you take your mouse and you
yeah.
hover up to the top right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Okay. So your goal,
60.
you
Oh,
have
69.
you have 69 units of supply and
40,
40 workers. Right. So I want you to get to like when you're playing by yourself, I want you to attack when you have 60 workers. Okay?
Why?
Because 60 workers is after 60 workers, you can stop making workers and your economy will support itself. That's a very critical important number to know as Terran, that 60 for your level is an acceptable amount of workers to ignore your workers, right? That's what the goal is. But until then, I need you to constantly be building SCVs, all right? And never get supply blocked, right? That's the goal. But then when you get to 60, you can stop. We call it good, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And see how now you're making a whole bunch of supply depots at once? It's fine, but you know, the goal is to be building supply depots slowly over time so that way you're able to you know. But see how like there's that one Raven? If you wanted to focus the Raven, that'd be good, but you don't need to focus the individual you know, Marauders and Marines. See what I mean? Because the Raven is a higher value to get killed.
The Raven can't do, it doesn't really, does it? Oh no, it can see cloaked units, right?
Right. Well, as Terran, we don't really use cloaked units. Cloaked units are kind of just like a gimmick, honestly. You don't need.
But Protoss use cloaked units.
Yes, Protoss, they have the Dark Templar, and those are very scary. And they spot
So,
observers.
it seems like I started, oh yeah, I started building mines
Those are good, yeah.
for a little bit of defense because I realized that he started attacking me with more and more units. So
Hmm.
I just said, you know what? If all my units die, I at least want something to still defend my base.
Hmm. So,
And drone, I mean mines, are maybe the best to defend, but they can do some damage before they get destroyed.
okay, so I don't use mines because I'm not good with them. I just know that. I'm not. I just that's just a me problem. I'm not good with mines, but I will say that if you want just defensive units, a siege tank will be much better than a mine. Because the mine, it shoots once and then you have to wait a long time for it to shoot again, whereas a siege tank will fire much faster. So I would
I will
say
do that next time. Yeah.
I would say do siege tanks if you're worried about that. But also, when you attack, you want to be attacking with your whole army. You want to bring everybody because if you guys both have the same amount of troops, but you leave half of your army at
Wait, but
home,
I
then you'll
watched a
get killed.
tournament between I think it was Stats and Cyril,
Hmm.
and oh no, he was just leading one unit. All right, I was really fascinated by Stats, the Protoss
I
player,
know him. Yes.
by how he played.
Hmm.
He just left. I think he did one match. Oh yeah, he did a whole lot of Void Race
Hmm.
and the Mothership.
Right.
Um, I think it was in a confrontation between Ceres's Corruptors, like a
Okay.
bunch of Corruptors, and between um, Stats, Indian Stats, Void Race, Mothership, and stuff. So it's between air units.
Right.
But then Stats just blinks in with a bunch of damn what
Hmm?
stalkers. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry,
Okay.
I need to get these names right.
It's okay.
I mean into my head. He just blinks in with like 20, 30
Hmm.
stalkers and just destroys all the corruptors.
Yeah. Well, because
He just
corruptors
he
can't shoot
just
down.
blinks in and just destroyed all the corruptors that were trying to defeat, like destroy the void race and the mothership.
Hmm.
And I was just like, what?
Right.
I don't know why I was like that, but it was so cool just to see
Yeah.
how with units that you get from a warp gate, like is uh for, from a for the start of the game, maybe units for the start of the game, how you just from 30. I don't know how to explain. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I get what you're saying. So
It was just so cool to watch. It was so
here's the thing.
yeah. It was just cool.
It is
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that is true. I'm not. No, you're fine. I like to think about the game like every single unit in the game is like a tool, right? And the toolbox that you have at your disposal is some of your toolbox is hidden, right, behind locked doors. But at the end of the day, everything in your toolbox has a purpose. So even if something is a lower tech unit, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that you can get it first. That's all, right? Like a Thor, what does it really? Let's be honest. What does a Thor do? All it does is its main purpose, just so you know, is anti-air, right? And then and yes, it shoots the ground. It's like a bigger Marine, right? The Marine has less health and has a higher fire rate, but only targets a single unit, whereas Thors have a splash damage against air units, which is really good. But the Thor is expensive, and people don't get it as much as Marines because Marines are cheaper. But that doesn't mean a Thor is bad or that a Marine is bad. It just means they have different uses for the same job, right? And that's how you should think about it.
I thought it was stupid of me to build so many Thors.
No, Thors are fine. I'm just saying Thors are good against air units, and he was building Ravens and Medivacs. That's not actually bad. But I just want you to know, like in terms of like how you said that, oh, he built stalkers to counter his high tech units. Well, that's what stalkers are for. They're anti-air, anti-ground, and if you make a lot of them, it doesn't matter how high tech you have; they'll just win. More stuff will always beat less stuff in high enough numbers. All right?
But if played, wait. So even if you say, I say,
Mm-hmm.
even if you play very cautiously, let's say you have maybe 20 Marines and the enemy has multiple, like 30 or 50 Marines,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't that say that in some way you could still win, or is it just like instant death?
Depends. Well, okay. There's more factors than like if they're like saying one person has 20 Marines and one person has 50 Marines, then the person with 50 Marines will win. Okay, but you need to think. But then the part that makes StarCraft interesting essentially is how are they controlling the Marines? What kind of upgrades do they have? Are they using stim pack? Are some of the Marines split up in groups whereas other guys are in a ball? Are all of the Marines shooting because there's only so much surface area? There's a lot more than just straight up numbers. It's just a general rule to follow that, for example, if someone has maxed out on battle cruisers, they will lose against someone who maxes out on Marines or Thors, for example, because battle cruisers are meant to do a lot of damage quickly, but they only target a single unit at a time. Thors would have splash damage, and if the Thors get underneath the battle cruisers, oh, and if someone has tanks sieged up or whatever, you can kind of just like target the tanks. This would be a time when you'd want to target tanks, is when they have siege tanks, right? Like that's what you target. Because see how if you killed his tanks first, you probably would have won that.
Really?
Yeah, if you targeted the tanks first, you probably would have won because you have so much health. And also, you need to be making out of your barracks and your factories the whole time you're playing. See how you have 6,000 minerals? That's really bad. You need to be always making stuff. Even when, like, you have your buildings hotkeyed, right? You have your barracks, you have your starport. Oh, you need to hotkey your factory also. That's another thing I noticed you didn't do. You should put on whatever number's comfortable for you, but put your factory on a hotkey and then just make a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Because see, now you have to queue and you have to wait again. That's why it takes so long to win, because you didn't have that army ready to go, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, even while, and you'll
Oh
see it when
my
I play.
God, the AI is so much smarter.
What is?
The AI. It's just so smart at this point.
It's not too bad. It just made a weird composition. Your mines should be able to do a pretty good job of slowing them down, and the battle cruiser helps.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, sometimes in StarCraft you just have to let one of your bases die. It happens. It sucks, but you know you'll live. You have
The thing
5,000
is,
minerals. You'll be okay.
I thought of stupidly pushing with my Marines against all of this, but in the end I just said, you know what? No, I shouldn't do that. That would be
Base
stupid.
is under attack.
Well, you still have to defend yourself.
Yeah, at that point I targeted the bigger units and then killed the tinier ones.
That's what you do. Yes, that's exactly how you should do it.
Mineral field depleted.
Another strategy is to target everything that can shoot air,
Is under attack.
so that way the battle cruiser can't be killed. Like you're doing now, right? The Thor dies, so then your battle cruiser can just kill everything because none of them can shoot the battle cruiser. That's another way to think about attacking. I appreciate you not focusing on the battle. I think that's actually really good. But there is something to be said about making sure you're killing his anti-air units, so that way your battle cruiser can run free. Because you have another battle cruiser you're not using right now. That probably should be getting into the fight. Right?
Yeah,
Base is under
I
attack.
think you didn't use them because I wanted to save them up for something.
Well, if you're being
Or
attacked, it doesn't
I-
matter.
I think in the end I just forgot about him.
Okay. Because yeah, if you're being
Oh, and
attacked,
there,
you
yeah.
should just defend yourself. There's no such thing as like saving for something. Like
Yeah, and he has still so many units.
Mineral
right,
field
because if you
depleted.
look in the production tab, you see how he's building stuff while he's been attacking you the whole time? That's why. But yeah, if you kill the Marines and you kill the Thor, then you can kill everything else without any competition. Yeah, like see how you just killed the Thor? Now nothing can hurt you. Right? Now your battle cruisers are essentially invincible. Because they can't defend them. You know, those guys have no chance now.
Yeah.
So that is something to note about targeting it when you're focus firing on guys that target your battle cruisers, then your battle cruisers can clean up everything else. But if you target his
To
like
be honest, at that point I just thought like I probably lost, but I didn't instantly like give up and yeah.
well, you got to keep in mind also that you have a bunch of money in the bank, so you could honestly lay down like 3 command centers and then just start focus on your economy. I mean, heck, with the way the AI works, this is a bit cheating, but the way if you just held off an attack and you have this many battle cruisers left over, you can just warp into his base with the jump, the hyper jump thing, and you could just try and kill him that way.
Yeah, but then in it would seem like a game of time, or wouldn't it?
You mean like a base race? No, because he's gonna defend
Yeah.
himself. Most people defend themselves.
Your forces
When
Base
they
races
push
are
me-
actually uncommon. Like, see how he keeps attacking, but like most of his units that are anti-air, if you kill them, you can just kind of like if you just kill the Marines, your battle cruisers just reign supreme. Like he has no chance. You see, he's backing away. He knows, right? Yeah, they,
Yeah, you it seems like even AI. Wait, did I actually stop? No, kept building units actually. Huh, I was
good.
stupid
That's
that
good.
time.
That's what you want. Yeah, see how you're now able to just run around and just kill everything. Also, the other player isn't using his ravens correctly. Ravens can disrupt your mechanical ships and stuff, and make it so that way they can't move and fire. Like, there is something to be said about trying to utilize ravens to counter big armies, but the AI doesn't know how to do that. So you'll notice also you should be bringing other units into the battle as well. That's why when I talked about before about the F2 key, because you want to bring your whole army with you. You don't want to leave guys at your base when you're winning like this, right? Because you see how you're just using 4 battle cruisers, now 3, but if you had brought more guys to help you, then you'd be able to win much faster, because they only do so much damage. Battle
Yeah,
cruisers
and
are good.
I'm just seeing that I even didn't use my mass amount of workers on here. I just didn't use them on the base to get more minerals.
Yeah, that's bad. You should be using every... Because, I mean, if you look at your worker count, I mean, to be honest, you still have 30 workers. That's not terrible for your position. But you see how the AI players stopped his SCV count around 60? You know, that's what you're trying to aim for at your level. When you get higher level, where you can control your troops better, it becomes 75. But for now, we just want 60 SCVs. And you always want 60 SCVs. So see, now you bring in your guys... And see, the game will end much quicker because you're able to do more damage over time. And look, for the AI player, he was bringing in a lot of airships. Like, doors aren't actually a bad choice. The issue is, like, for example, that tank right there, right? You need to target that tank, like, as soon as possible. Tanks are... If you're ever fighting Terran, kill his tanks first, and you'll pretty much win. Because the splash damage of the tanks is so strong that... it really
And
does
again,
ruin.
I just stopped. Fuck. Sorry, I don't want to say any cuss words. I mean, I just stopped using. I mean, building more units. You can see that my line. I just stopped building more units, even though I should be building more units.
Yeah, well, you have no money anyway, because you're not using your SCVs.
All right.
I don't expect you to build units if you have no money. So that's a bigger problem. Yeah.
And I'm just back there again with my SCVs just standing there doing nothing. I think at that point I just thought, yeah, I probably won't use most of his units trying to defend one of his bases, but it seemed like he had much left.
Right. But yeah, no, you need
And
to
but
kill them and yeah.
the thing is, what I realized with the AI is that at some point they are gonna use all of the units to try to kill you or try to take out as much as they can, but when they're out of units and they are out of units, then in that time I really have to push in and try to take out as much of his base or multiple bases, I could say.
Right.
Multiple
Well, the AI will keep trying to win until it
multiple
runs
type.
out of workers.
What, only workers?
I think so. I'm not too sure how the AI works, but I know you have to kill a lot of them because they're gonna try and rebuild their base. Like if we go to the everyone camp, do you see how many bases they have all around? Like they have so
Yeah.
many bases. Like they're gonna keep trying to play until, like, see how they're just building a barracks in the middle of nowhere? They're just gonna keep trying and trying until they win or you kill everything. That's why it takes so long. I'm sure the rest of the game is just you cleaning them up, but
Yeah, basically.
yeah, we can stop there. We you want, you know, we get it. But
Yeah, it was. The thing is, the first time he attacked me, he took a lot of my units, and I just thought I lost. But yeah, thank God I didn't.
okay, so before
Yeah.
I let you go, I want to play one game against you. I want you to
What?
try and we're gonna keep talking. Just do like a custom game. Go to melee, and then do like ladder maps or something. I don't know, and just pick
Yeah.
something to make. And I want you to just try and keep in mind, and I'm gonna keep reminding you while we play. I want to remind you to build as you know, do SCVs, make supply depots, do the basic stuff. All right, SCVs, supply depots, and always make units and spend your money. That's simpler. Spend your money,
Okay.
and because
I will try.
I want to watch you. I'm trying to make sure that what I'm saying is sinking in, so that way you can get a chance to practice. So that way I can make sure I'm giving you the correct homework before I let you go. Because I don't want to, like, if there's something more fundamental I need to work on, even below that, then I need to make sure that I know about it. So I want to play again against you, and I'm gonna go, casual. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm actually gonna try and play as slowly as possible.
Yeah. A second.
Any map is good.
Promote leader.
Oh, okay, sure.
Or should should I have done it?
Nope, it's fine. I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, and plus I think it's kind of fun to just play to play with the streamer. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's fun.
The guys were trash.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, it does kind of matter when I find someone who can build 5 different bases in 10 minutes, while I can maybe build 3
Right.
in 7. But yeah, we're just gonna see. Why does the Terran look so much cooler than mine? Mine's so basic.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
They.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, just keep making SCVs, build your supply depots on time. Kind of the basic stuff, and you'll be fine.
Bad news. Big job.
Okay.
SCV ready.
No, why? Sorry,
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Oh.
SCV ready. Ah! You scared me. SCV ready.
You're fine.
What's going on?
Excuse me?
Bad news.
I think you'll be fine. So yeah, I want to teach, and once you get your more fundamentals down, then I'll teach you a build order. But you need to, I want you to keep doing your own thing and try and be creative, and then eventually I'll teach you how to do what I do for your actual army choices and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I got this, no worries. I got these. I'm strong.
Yeah. No, I want you to have confidence in yourself. Really, everyone can do good. Everyone can play better and such.
I'm getting down to workers at this point.
Good.
Oh
And
no, I'm so late. No, oh god, sorry.
it's okay.
Nothing.
Did you
It's nothing. I still got this.
do you you made an expansion, right?
Command
No.
center upgrade.
You should do that.
complete.
SCV ready.
Okay. Okay, to be honest, I was kind of late on that base, on my second base.
That's
I
fine.
was really late on my second base, not gonna lie.
It happens.
Been waiting on that.
You want to like
Command center
I
upgrade
think I mentioned it last time. A good time to take your base is around start your base around the 2-minute mark.
Add-on complete.
My second base, you mean?
Your first expansion, yeah. When you start building it.
SCV ready.
Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to, but I just didn't get there.
What's going on?
Well,
I'm so
that's
bad.
why we practice. No, that's why we practice. Hey, that's why we practice. It's okay. I'm not.
SCV.
I'm sure you're doing just fine.
This better be good.
Just getting with my boys.
Armed and ready. Bad news? Yeah, SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Ready to roll out. SCV ready. Go ahead. SCV ready. Give us. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Oh,
Fueled up, ready to go.
whew. I'll try something. This is all again. No, no, don't. Oh,
You want a piece of
okay,
me,
yeah,
boy?
okay.
Engine screaming.
Who wants some? What's going on? Yep. In the rear with the gear. This better be good. Yep.
Loud and clear.
Armed and ready. Speak up. SCV ready. Ready to roll out. Well, butter my biscuit. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Go, go, go.
You doing okay over there? You building your SCVs and you're building your supply depots?
SCV ready.
Oh, sorry, I just.
That's okay. I just want to double check that you're building supply depots and you're building your SCVs.
SCV ready.
Yes?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm building
Good.
Move it.
stuff.
Yeah. SCV
Good. That's what that's what I want to hear. I want you to be, doing a good job.
Our target. On my way. SCV ready.
Get back to work, minion. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna.
Bad news? What's going on? Armed and ready.
Okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just doing my
Just
thing.
getting ready to annihilate me.
No.
No, not that. I'm gonna stir later, yes, but not now.
No, I want to
You
give
need
you.
to suffer.
I want to give you a chance.
Oh Jesus. I feel so much safer now.
I mean, last game I already attacked you already and won. Last time we played.
Command center
One
upgrade
sweet.
complete.
Well, actually, it seems like I didn't have fun, but I had a lot of fun actually. I don't know why. I know why I like being tortured.
Add-on complete.
That's up to you.
What I need. Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do better for yourself than just play the game. Like no amount, honestly, no amount of coaching or teaching will do anything compared to just playing the game.
Just having fun.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the game.
Discouraged.
That's the whole reason we're doing this anyway, right? You just want to have fun. I'm just trying to make you better so that way you can have more ways to have fun in the game. That's the main point. So you can do good strategies and make it all a bit. I don't know. It just makes it more fun.
To be honest, I didn't know it would be this nice.
Field depleted.
Don't take me wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm all for more like you were gonna just say, yeah, I'll show you some stuff, and then just destroy me
No,
multiple
no, no, no,
times.
no, 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 no. That's very rude. No, I wouldn't do that.
SCV ready. It's go time. Yes, sir. Ready to roll out. Gangway coming through. Kaboom, baby.
Why do you have not enough?
Let's have a blast. Move it. This better be good.
Mineral field depleted. Research complete.
Dog. Sorry, my dog's being stupid. Hold on. Dog.
Without please.
Oh, it's on. Ready to roll out.
All right, I locked the dog in the room with me.
It's about to get heavy.
What are these guys doing? No. What have I? No, what have I done?
What
Oh
happened?
my god. Oh, nothing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
It's go time. You want a piece of me, boy?
Jesus Christ.
Kaboom, baby.
Research complete.
Who wants some? Ready to roll out.
What was that?
What?
Did I get attacked? It doesn't seem doesn't seem that way.
No, you haven't been attacked yet.
Go, go, go.
I just heard some weird sound.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
my
know what it
dog
was.
whining. Because my dog was barking out at someone outside, so I had to bring her in.
Command center upgrade complete.
Who called in?
Mineral field
Oh, it's on. Gangway coming through.
research complete.
Yeah. Why?
I maxed out with all my stuff.
Gee.
This is another thing I might want to teach you, is the idea of, you know what, why don't you just sit in your base, max out, and then go steamroll someone. That's another way to play. This actually isn't something that, like, I intentionally waited until I had maxed out supply before I attack you. Just so you know, like, and you'll see it in the unless you're watching on the stream right now, but you'll see that I actually waited intentionally till I maxed out, so that way you could just see that sometimes you can just do that. You don't need to, you know, you don't need to do small attacks. You could just wait for one big attack, and that tends to work.
Mineral field depleted.
Like, honestly, like, I know I just crush you, but like, there's a point to it. I swear. Like, there is some genuine learning for that. Yeah.
Oh my god, again.
Mineral field.
Come on, do it. I'm dead. Hey, Elwirfy. Get out of there, brother. What the freak?
What?
Nothing. Jesus, the Marines are strong.
Yeah, no, they really can be. They can do a good job.
To me, boy. Gangway coming through.
Well, I hope
I got sand.
that
I got
inspired you to
sandwich.
make more Terran units. Yeah. Terran is really fun, and they have a
I
lot
just
of
keep
variety.
getting killed. What is going on?
Yeah.
I just, to be honest, I kind of knew I would lose.
And you know what I want to do
I was
actually?
just so much. Yeah.
I want to save this replay, and actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to show you what I did. Because I don't know how closely you were watching.
So I was just more on the fight. Oh, but I did have an APM of 57.
That's fine. Let me show you this, and I'm gonna. I know I said that'd be it, but I actually realized I should show you what I did to max out, so that way you can understand it. And we'll go pretty quick. We're not gonna go super long for this one. We're not going on normal speed or anything. We're just gonna go on faster speed, and I want you to specifically don't touch your mouse or move your keys. Just focus on my camera, okay?
Okay.
If you don't mind, just like switch to my camera, and make sure it says that you're following me, right?
Okay.
Then hit the production tab, right? Open up the production tab in the top left, and then just see
Yeah.
what I do. And I want you to just watch, like, genuinely, like. Also, I have to take care of my dog, but I want you to actually just watch my camera and see the timing that I do things. Like, see how I'm already making another SCV? Like, just see this build that I'm going to do right here is something you could perfectly reasonably do, and you probably win a good amount of your matches if you did it, in my opinion. If you max out and do what I did, right? So 1 second, I got to take care of my dog, but just watch, like, genuinely.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Sorry about that, man. This has been a weird day. My dog's just been acting up. I don't know why.
SCV ready.
Well, that's weird. Why is the... Hey, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I remember the replays. I can't show you this because I went to take care of my dog, so it got fucked. But oh, tell you what, or you can you can see what I did. So right, I remember. I was thinking, why aren't I playing correctly? But then I remembered because I was taking care of my dog. I like ran away from the keyboard to take care of stuff. So I even like fell behind technically. Like I sat around not doing stuff for a while because I was like, why is my money getting so high? And I just remembered why. But you see how even now, even without, I like straight up just didn't play the game. How my production is still going at a good rate, right?
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of actions, and I think that does teach something a lot. You don't need to be playing the quickest. You just need to be playing effectively with your choices that you make, right?
Yeah.
SCV ready.
Because you'll see I'm getting the barracks and the factory right away. No engineering bay, you'll notice. Very important. You know, you get your orbital command when you can. I went ahead and put a reactor.
The thing is, I'm still playing. I look like I think I'm losing because I have my color on red. I literally look like the
Command
Dominion.
center upgrade complete.
You can change your colors. Do you want me to show you how to change color settings? That's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, I really want to know that.
You do you, are you looking at the stream? I can just show you on the stream.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the stream right now.
Okay. Uh, all you need to do in game is press F10, go to options, then go to colors, and then you can change your colors.
SCV ready.
Oh,
Add-on.
Then you
seems
can make it.
easy enough.
Yep. Then you do it. And you do the
Command
alliance
center
colors.
upgrade
You're not
complete.
colorblind, so you don't need to touch those.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Oh, okay.
You can make them whatever you want. So I made myself white, for example.
SCV ready. You want a piece
But you
of
can
me,
make yours
boy?
whatever you want. And then to switch to it, all you do is go down to the, it's Alt plus F.
SCV ready.
Like if I do Alt F, I can change my color.
Okay. Hmm.
Or if you don't want to do it, you can just push a little button that's down below where you ping.
Yeah, you're just building units with one barrack.
Yeah, always. And except when I need to save my money. And, oh, and I think at one point I do screw up and I stop building Marines. Because I was trying to build other things too. Like the only time you're not building units is if you need to spend your money on something else. But like you should always be spending your money. Always. Like you see how my gas is super low?
Yeah.
You know, your gas is climbing to like 800. That tells me you're not, like, look, you're not making any units right now. Look at all this time you're spending not making units. Right? That's the problem. Like if you go to the units counting, you have 7 Marines, and I have 7 Marines, but I also have 2 tanks. And more SCVs and a mule, right? Because you need to be spending your money, so that way you're actually able to... Oh, you know what? I don't like... Hold on. Let me... Sorry about this, guys. Sorry. I'm adjusting things. There we go. Okay.
Engine screaming.
And you know, and that's pretty much, this is the build, right? I get the battle, you know, you get the starport, you get the battle cruiser up, and you essentially just save up
Yeah,
the money
you
to
should.
build it.
So literally, don't waste time with building multiple barracks, multiple
No.
factories, multiple starports. Just one each, and just push out those units.
And
Get them ready to fight.
you just make as many units out of those buildings as you can. Because remember how I said, once you make a building, you should always be making stuff out of those buildings. That's the point. Because you need to be able to support it. If you make too many buildings, you can't support that many units coming out.
Huh.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Why do you make banshees?
Hmm?
Why did you make banshees?
Because I had the money for it. It was just left over. Because I've played the build enough to know that I have extra money at a certain time. So like after the starport is made, but before the fusion core is made, I have enough time to make a single banshee. So I made the banshee, just cause. Not I didn't make it because it was part of my original plan. I added that in myself because I found a timing where I could fit it. Right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, you just built an armory? Oh, well, no, you built, what's it called? Fusion core?
Yeah, that lets you make the battle cruiser.
Yeah, you just built that and no armory or, yeah, what I built,
Engineering.
basically.
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah,
upgrades.
engineering. Because in the end, you don't even need upgrades.
If you have enough troops. I mean, keep in mind, if I do my normal build, sometimes I might get upgrades anyway. You know, when I'm fighting against, like, in my ranked play and stuff, there's certain, like, because I was specifically trying to go for a build where I just make units. And you notice only right now, at about the 7-minute mark, or 7.5-minute mark, I'm making 2 more barracks, right? Because I have 3 bases coming, and I know I'm going to have more money than I can spend. So now I'm adding on more production structures. Right? Like now I'm finally getting my 2 barracks. Like if we go to structures, right? You already have 3 barracks and 2 factory. So, but me, I just have the one of each. You have more structures, but the problem is you're not even making tanks, right? You're not making Hellions. You're not using your factories.
Command center upgrade
So
complete.
if you don't use the factories, it's like you wasted the money.
Yeah.
And you have all the gas too. Like really, you should be making tanks right now, at least.
Add-on complete.
Okay, we can speed it up from here. There's not much more to watch. I just essentially make a bit fast, but I essentially just make a bunch of units. Like that's the whole thing. And I make more bases too. That's important. I'm always expanding whenever I have the money for it. You know, anytime I can't spend my money and it's getting too high, I'll just add on another base.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if at some point I just say, you know what, Terran, well, it was a good, they were pretty cool, but I want to like, I want to constantly play Protoss.
That's fine. I'll
What
teach
if-
you that.
So we're okay if I just, out
Yeah,
of nowhere, just change to Protoss again.
you can do it. It's fine. The same fundamentals will be consistent. In that case, I need you to make probes, make pylons, and never get supply blocked.
Mineral field depleted.
Same thing, whatever race you play. Okay?
Research complete.
Wait, aren't a little bit different?
No, because the Protoss make
Because,
probes out of their nexus. They make supply with their pylons, and then you need to always be making units out of your gateways and your, in your robotics facilities, right? I mean, it's the same stuff, like the same concept. So, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like as long as you do those four things, right? Okay, you have 4 things for your homework. 1, make workers. No matter what race you're playing, just make workers. Always. Never stop making workers. Unless, you have a good reason to. Like I, for example, got distracted with just trying to max out. But like at this point in the game, I only have 46 workers, but it's because I was trying to go for like a really big army.
oh, I had 57.
That's good.
Oh,
That is good.
but I still have too much money.
Right.
Too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I had 4 bases. No, almost 4 bases. But it won't.
Yeah, we have the same amount of bases.
I have to remember, these are not the high rank leagues.
We're not even worried about you playing ranked or anything like that. I'm worried about you just learning your fundamentals and always be making units and always be making workers. Because you see, you're not
Yeah.
spending your money. Look, you're only making 3 supply depots and 2 bunkers. See how my production tab, it always has a lot on it? Because I'm always making more things, right? And even though my money's now getting high, because I'm at max supply, right? And then that's when I attack because there's nothing else for me to do. right? Once you max out your army, you
And the
can't spend your
enemies
money.
are just getting stuck at that one stairway.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing about it. I just got destroyed.
It's okay.
But to be honest, I wasn't even angry. It was just, I don't know why, but it was just fun.
Yo, it's fun. Look, StarCraft is fun. Like it's not nothing I'm trying to show you or teach you is to make you get upset or make you get angry. Or at least that's not my intention. I'm just trying to make sure that you're able to understand what kind of fundamentals you're trying to do and make sure that you're always doing the basics.
Yeah, at this point.
And then yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I'll write down your exact homework in the Discord for you, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson for today.
To be honest, I did a little bit. It was fun. Even though I lost, I learned.
Yeah, well, it's about learning. It is about learning. A win or a loss. I mean, this is a custom game. Who cares? It doesn't matter, right? Like
Yeah.
the actual point is that, and you look, even while I was fighting, I'm still building things, right? That's the other thing.
I'm also watching a streamer,
Okay.
which he isn't really that good. Actually, we both aren't really that good.
Okay.
But um, maybe I could ask him to join this Discord server.
That's fine. If you want to tell me in the, yeah, if you just want to send me a message of who he is, yeah, like that's fine. I'm more than happy to have more people in the server. You know, tell them about the channel. You know, I'm happy to instruct more people. If you have more people who need to learn, like that's fine with me. You know, that's the goal. That's the whole point of my stream, right? I'm trying to teach people StarCraft and fundamentals. That's why I'm giving you homework so that you can practice on your own. And you need to, ultimately, you need to work on yourself to improve. There's nothing I can physically do to make you get better. You just have to practice. And that's why I'm just telling you, you need to, like, how you need to practice. Right. I'm telling you the strategies to practice, but ultimately it comes down to whether or not you can practice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, though, honestly, for showing up again. I really do appreciate it, and I really do hope I can see you again on Friday for the next stream, same time, you know, all the same time and stuff.
So at 7 then.
I'm sorry.
My time it's right now 7 in the morning. No, I mean.
Oh my God, yikes! Yeah, I stream and the schedule is on my stream. It's from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the general streaming window guaranteed where I'll be streaming. I might go longer today. I might go, you know, but I'm never going to go shorter. And I'm just playing StarCraft. I'm talking about StarCraft. I want other people to show up so I can teach them stuff about StarCraft. And right now, yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and write you up a little list of things to do. And then we're good. And then all is well.
I think he will be online, or his next stream will be about he streams always he like streams for 12 to 13 hours. I
Yikes.
must say that's a bit. I want to say it's a bit much, but
That is a bit much. You don't need to. Whatever. It's fine. That's his choice. Okay. It looks like I actually already sent you a good homework actually to do in the Discord. Can you see it in our messages? I sent you a message. I just want to make sure you got it.
oh no, I didn't get anything.
It should be in the Discord itself. Like if you go to the channel, click on me, you should see the message I sent you. Right?
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay. Well, read
Oh, you mean this one? Build probes and pylons non-stop. Keeps your money under 400. Watch day 9 talks about Protoss. When you finish your homework, look up for warp gate build. Yeah, I have to look it up still. Sorry, I didn't look it up
It's
yet.
okay. But those are the fun. Those are the most important things. Oh yeah, one more.
Yeah.
So, there you go. That's the other piece that I forgot to put in there.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I think with Protoss, I never got supply block because I kept building pylons so I can build up more warp gates.
And that's good. No, and that's good. I think that's perfectly fine. Then maybe you're better as a Protoss player. I don't know. It's up to you to find out what race you like. I mean, just because I'm experienced with Terran, I can still teach Protoss. I can teach Zerg. It's just difficult because each one is different. So you need to find out what race works best for you and then stick to that and learning that first. And then if you want to branch out to other races, then I think that'll do better for you because each race has different features about them that, like with their economy and the way they make money, that affect how you want to learn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay then.
Good. Sorry, wasn't trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just want to be super sure. I don't want you to go away thinking it was negative or that I'm trying to say you're bad. Like where you're learning, right? We're trying to learn. I want you to improve. I want you to be excited about learning because it's really fun.
Before you started showing me all of all the keybinds and how to actually play the game, I had an APM of 20.
Well, yeah, you need to because I assume you were just using the mouse, right?
Yeah, and I tried being fast by making keybinds, but to be honest, I put everything back to default.
Okay.
It
Oh
may
yeah,
sound
and
stupid, but
don't.
it's pretty cool. The normal default, I would say default keybinds.
Okay, one more homework. I almost forgot. Thank you so much for reminding me. Don't make control groups of your workers. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I
Ju-
have to really stop doing that.
like at all. Like you will never win if you do that because your workers are spending time. Anytime your workers aren't giving you money, they're wasting money. Think about it like that. Okay?
But how dare they? I know they're underpaid, but how dare they waste my money
Yeah.
that I used to make soldiers that
Mhm.
throw themselves in death? But
Right.
so how dare they? How dare they burn my money, my hard-earned minerals?
Right. All right. All right. Sorry, I keep thinking of things to have you do. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a collaboration, I think, with another guy who he doesn't play StarCraft, but he's like a fellow streamer. If you want to stick around and watch that, it should be pretty cool. I'll still be playing
And
StarCraft.
today,
Yeah, like right after this, because
alright,
after
yeah,
after our class. All
I'll
right.
be watching you.
All
I'll be
right.
watching every single move you do.
Good.
I'll be watching you. I will find your weaknesses. I will destroy you soon.
Okay.
Maybe not soon.
Okay.
I'm telling you, soon.
I look forward genuinely. I look forward to the day when you beat me without me helping you. I think that'll be wonderful. I'll be really proud, honestly.
Soon beat the teacher, sooner or later.
All
Like
right.
50 years, but still, I will do. Yeah, but I
All
will
right.
keep watching.
And go ahead and tell anyone else who's like a lower rank to come to the stream. I'm happy to teach them as well. Everyone has their own different problems, and it's important to identify those so that way everyone can improve, right?
I'm gonna try to find some people, but no one really plays StarCraft 2 because, well, I had a cousin who wanted to play, but in the end he just said, "Nah, it's too hard for me," and he stopped.
That kind of attitude isn't very good. It's never too hard. It's just complicated. Like StarCraft 2 is not a hard game. It's a complicated game. And there's a very, very big difference because hard means that for some people, they just can't do it. But in StarCraft, everyone has an equal chance to get better. You just need to put in the dedication to learning how to get better. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
I have a
Yeah.
question about Protoss.
Go ahead. That's fine.
Is it kind of the same like Terran?
Yes.
So,
it's
but of course, instead of the pylons, I have to stack them so that the two
oh,
pylons or multiple pylons can pour
One building.
multiple buildings at the
Yeah.
same time.
That's just for safety in case someone that kills one pylon, all your stuff goes away. You know?
Like at first game.
Right. So yeah, that's an extra thing for Protoss specifically you would need to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And don't forget to make an
And-
observer to go into the enemy base to see what they're doing. It's a very powerful
Yeah.
thing that you can't forget because otherwise Protoss in the early game is super weak. So they need to have information on what the enemy's doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I actually saw stats
Mhm.
throwing a worker to check out the enemy base.
That's
for
fine
like a
also.
few seconds and then run back.
Yeah. Scouting is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it, especially if you know what you're looking for. But since I don't think you're going to know what you're looking for, I wouldn't worry about scouting. That'll come later. Even I don't scout. You notice I don't scout because I already know what build I'm doing. My build won't change based on what they're doing right now in the way I'm playing StarCraft. So I don't bother scouting. But once you know what you're looking for, then yes, it's important, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. All right.
Well,
All right.
I lost. Maybe it was. It was still fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for the harsh, brutal listen.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I just don't want to lie to you. I want to be upfront, so that way you get the best value out of your time as possible. All right. Thank you. I'm gonna go help you stick around for the stream, and yeah.
I will of course watch my phone while I play StarCraft.
Great.
But yeah, hope to see you on Friday then,
You bet.
teacher.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was super fun and really wholesome.